All right, y'all. You know what I heard today? You can't handle the truth. That's what I heard. Oh, let me put my mic on. Hold on. Cause my sister said she can't hear when I've been talking. All right. So, yeah, I heard you can't handle the truth. All right. So, and that was I know that was an old movie with I know that's my boy Jack Nicholson. And I think Tom Cruise was in the movie. I don't know. Anyway, so basically, I think in the movie, uh, some facts or something was being being hidden behind a bunch of lies because the truth was deeper than hip hop. The truth was deeper than hip hop, and they felt that hiding the truth was more better. All right. So, all right. Um, Same thing with today. I mean, these times, we're finding out the truth about a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Even, okay, so, after yesterday's reading, it just kept playing over in my, well, maybe not yesterday's, but the thought of the resurrection of Jesus. All right. It's not really the resurrection of Jesus himself. I think it's metaphorically speaking. Okay, let me start over. When I was a kid, I remember people referring to Jesus as Jesus the Christ. All right. We all know, or maybe you don't, Christ is Krishna light. All right. Light is enlightenment information. All right. So Jesus the light, the way, enlightenment. Okay. Now, we're speaking about Christ consciousness, enlightenment, waking up to the truth. All right. It's time we're waking up to the truth of what is and how this reality really works. We're waking up to the truth of who we are. We're waking up to the truth of where we came from. Because some of us are start now. There's some things as they say, everybody star seed. I can so see that, but we're waking up to the origins of our stars. All right. Because every star seed didn't come here to do the same thing. All right. So why you want me to say that, Spirit? Oh, we was talking about you can't handle the truth. All right. The point they wanted me to make about that is, and I heard prepare a place. All right. Prepare a place. And that was something that Jesus said too. Let me see something. And it's 9:11. It's 9:11 on the clock. All right now. Let me go back to this. It's 9:11. All right. And I'm gonna look 9:11 up. I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna put it down. All right. It's 9:11 on the clock. But it says, and if I go prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you with me, that you may also be where I am. I'm thinking, if we're looking at that, it's a state of mind, this place, uh, or a frequency, because everything is energy, right? So it's not really a place somewhere off in heaven. heaven and hell to me, and I could be wrong, but it's a mentality, you know. It's about setting yourself free to live your life in full abundance, or in the promise that God placed in you before you came here. But of course, we gotta do the work in order to achieve it. So that's why we have to ascend to unlock the door to receive to actually align and receive the promise. So in preparing a place, all right. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Spirit says, as above, so below. So you we're raising our consciousness, all right, to achieve the state of mind in order to receive the blessing. But if we saying so, that is our temple. I mean, that is our crown. Okay, but now it's time to prepare the body, all right, to even house the frequency. You know, again, I make the point of, you can't go out and buy uh, an appliance with a whole lot of voltage, and the house is not wired for it. And we have been under stress, from, because everything stresses us out. Look how many diseases that people suffer from. Diseases is a disease in the body, and it stems from your central nervous system. Everything, any disease that we're dealing with, you could trace it back to your nervous system. All right. And so, how can we think that we can get this big ass blessing from spirit, all right, and our temples, our bodies aren't even prepared to handle the truth, the truth of what God has in store for us? We can't even handle that truth. You understand? So it has to be more than just it has to be more than just hoping, wishing, and praying and affirmations. And we have to prepare the body to receive that new frequency, or it's going to be rejected. We're going to reject it. Think about when a person needs a new organ. They go through a period of the body trying to reject it because they don't feel like it belongs to them. It's so stressed out. It doesn't even know how to relax and receive it. So that's what we are doing on this bridge right now. This is the next step of us being on the bridge, the things that we have to master. All right. The state of allowance. And how we do that is by servicing or catering to the nervous system. All right. So, okay. So, what Spirit wanted me to also say, because I made notes, y'all. I got a whole thing of notes. I've been up early. All right. So, it's something about momentum. So, Spirit wanted me to explain it like this. Let's say you're in a big ass 18-wheeler truck. All right. And you're going 60 miles, 70 miles an hour. And then you hear, turn here. You think that truck can just turn without flipping the fuck over? No, it can't. You can't turn. You just, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, turn here. Even if you stop, if a car crosses in front of it, if that truck just stomps on the brake, it's gonna flip over. All right. So it's gonna crash and burn. So even though our mind has decided that we want something different, all right, we have to the body has to get in alignment as well. And in order to get because what they say, I know they say where the mind is, the body will follow, but not if the nervous system is rejecting it. You understand? Because if you think about it, the nervous system is what triggers or triggers the body to make the movements, right? You know, when the mind say, "Hey, I'm ready to start walking," or anything, and everything stems from the mind, your thoughts. You get up, okay. So when the mind says, "I need to get up," then the nervous system, that's a impulse or a signal that goes out to whatever limb it is that requires you, that's needed from the body to assist you in getting up. All right. So now that we have decided what we want, and we know that the body uh needs to align with that. All right. But the nervous system is the liaison, I just heard. So we have to get the nervous system to relax. All right. And how we do that, we have to build, it has to be a certain level of trust that need to be reestablished. All right. Um, thank you, Spirit. Spirit said it's not even really that the body doesn't trust the mind anymore. That's what it is. The body doesn't trust the mind. But the nervous system is gone haywire because it gets so many things thrown at us. Think about all the frequencies, from all the electrical wires and the Wi-Fi and the phone and all these things that mess with our electrical system. So we have to get back to having a calm central nervous system. So I don't think that Spirit wants me to actually talk about or go into that, but Spirit is having me to design a 21-day nervous system reset. That's what this was about. Like I said, Spirit got me up early this morning and had me write this, but I just wanted to share that with you. If anybody is interested, just let me know. I'm thinking we can do this if I am obedient enough and, and do work. Well, I did most of the work. So it's just me making a lot in the time, you know what I'm saying, to actually execute it. But a 21-day nervous system reset is what Spirit is leading me to teach. It's going to take probably about 15 to 20 minutes, 15, 25 minutes of your day or your morning. All right. So, yeah, because you have to relax that nervous system in order to receive the new frequencies. Okay. All right. So that's that. The other thing. All right. Hey, I keep hearing, okay, we heard 911. I don't know if y'all was just hearing while I was doing all that talking, I heard train horns blowing. So when I did my reading this morning, Gabriel came out. All right. So, and that was 9:22 on the clock. But let me look up 9:21. I mean 9:11. All right. It says signifies major life shifts, spiritual awakening, and the completion of old cycles to make way for new beginnings. Come on, Spirit. Oh my God. I get so excited when they do stuff like that. Because in my notes, In my notes, it says the mind has, wait a minute, the mind has decided, but now we have to get the nervous system to comply if we expect the body to arrive at its desired destiny. It's time to shift into the state of allowance. That's what I got on here. So yeah, thank you, Spirit. So 911, it's time to go through a major life shift. And it's relaxing we are preparing the nervous system, or calming the nervous system. All right. So we can get ready for the new frequencies to come in. So we can hold it. We got to rewire the house. All right. All right. So, but let me do 922 because I opened up on 922. To me, that's significant as well. It says 922, removing negativity. All right. Divine sufficiency and overcoming obstacles. Driving out, eliminating limitations. All right. Wow. Come on, Spirit. So that's what we're doing. That's what it is. I'm going to have to put this on 922. So us doing this work on our nervous system, all right, is gonna help our nervous system, like I say, to calm down and to eliminate all the trauma it has experienced through the years, and help us to overcome any obstacles that we were subjected to in the past. We driving all that negative energy out. We got to force it out of our nervous system. All right, so we can allow the truth, the full gravity of the truth of God's promise to enter into our frequency. All right, and we can sustain it. All right, longevity. All right, we don't want no more temporary shit. All right, so that's that. So like I said, that was the message. Spirit just want me to drop you a little hint about what's to come, what's the new thing we're getting ready to work on. But also, y'all, I wanted to let you know, because if you don't have this is going to require a yoga mat, a couple blocks, maybe, so supportive blocks or pillows, all right? Some small pillows or something. So get prepared for that. We will be doing this. I'm hearing sometime in April, but I will definitely, and I'm thinking it's beginning of April, but I will definitely get back to you with that. All right. All right. The other thing was, and I got this deck of cards out because when Spirit was talking about GPS, I saw these cards. Now, I don't know if I saw these cards simply because I've done a reading on GPS in the past, probably sometime in the middle of last year. But GPS is about gratitude, patience / persistence. All right. Signs, synchronicities. All right. During this time, these are the keys, okay, that you have to unlock this next level. All right. These are your keys to stay in alignment. All right. As we're on this bridge. So don't forget to utilize your keys. Having gratitude for every level, every place that you are, even if you wake up and you are um feeling kind of off, still have gratitude for that, because that emotion is showing you somewhere. Pay attention to it, lean into it, because it's showing you something that maybe that's come up that you possibly need to work on. All right. And so having gratitude for every part of it, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. Patience. When we can't be so anxious. Okay. It's just like we didn't put our we put our prayer up. We put it out there, what we're looking for. But you can't keep on digging it up every day to see if it's working. You planted the seed. You can't dig the seed out every day to see if it's it's germinating. All right. So we have to have patience that as we move forward, don't be rushing. Don't go if you go outside and watch the pot, you're gonna become impatient. That's gonna throw your frequency off. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you have patience during this time, but also be persistent. Doesn't mean just because you planted it, you still have to water it. You know, you still have to you know, you can still think about it, you know what I'm saying? But let spirit do what it do. The sun has to shine on it. You know what I'm saying? It just takes time. Just like a baby. When you get pregnant, a baby ain't born in 9 days. You understand what I mean? So depending on what it is that what seed you were planted, that's how long it's gonna take time for the universe to bring all the necessary parts together and and produce. All right. All right. That feel like 30 minutes. Okay. It's 22, 26. Okay. So, and the last thing was signs and synchronicities. All right. You will get signs when it's time to move to you know, uh, the next part, because your blessings are going to come in steps. So you will be, so if you follow the signs, you feel like one day, like I say, you feel like one day, you don't know if you still in sync or you still in alignment, look for synchronicities. All right. Just like when I saw that 911, and I wrote it down, and it validated what I was already saying. So things like that will let you know that you're still in alignment. All right. All right. Never fear. Like I said, the Holy Spirit is here. So let go. Let go. And trust. And know that as long as you following the GPS, you're on point. All right. All right. So Spirit told me to pull out these cards, but let me see something. Spirit, is there anything in this bowl you would like for us to know? Would you like to continue the message? Oh, wow. Okay. You got a crown chakra. Uh, Fleur de lis. Mm, I think it's uh something about royalty. All right. They say now this is associate. It says symbolize purity, light, and life. All right. And it's associated with the Virgin Mary. All right. We have a Scorpio symbol, and this is a snowflake and a dragonfly, and this is an elephant. So it's something about like a royal crown, you know, the royal, your crown, something about your crown being royal. Um your a royal bloodline or something like that. Um I know dragonfly is about transformation. This Scorpio with that ice, with that snowflake, I'm not sure, y'all. Snowflake. Let me look. That's purity too, divine guidance. Ooh, so I feel like the energy that we're working with during this time is Virgin Mary. Mm-hmm. Something like that. I don't know. But because we got the Scorpio, and I keep feeling a woman. I feel a woman around this. So it's something about the information that we're receiving right now. There's something about this information, because when I see this Scorpio, I think of Queen of Swords, King of Swords, but I feel a woman, all right? And she's trying to, it's something about your abundance, the energy. I'm going to use these Archangel cards real quick. Y'all, I don't know. I hope we don't have to do a two-part. Ugh. Okay. But yeah, it's happening, transforming to on the bottom of the deck, it says Archangel Raphael. See with enlightened eyes and open to abundance. Look, y'all. I was told to stop. And that's why I looked at the bottom of the deck. It says, see through enlightened eyes and open up to abundance. And then I picked them two cards up and look what came. Archangel Mary. Wow. Well, I kept saying I felt a woman. And there you go. Yes. Yes. I'm going to take them too. Thank you. And on the bottom of the deck, because in between these two was Archangel Miriam. Trust your own wisdom. Have faith in your psychic impressions. I think that was for me. But that particular message. But anyway. All right. Archangel Mary she's of a royal blood, the royal bloodline. All right. This is about our higher conscious, our Christ consciousness. Okay. Okay. I love that. What's my time? All right. So, all right. It says, open your heart with compassion and enfold others in love. Now, I'm feeling like that's what we're being called to do for ourselves, being compassionate to ourselves and enfold ourselves with love right now through working with your by working with your nervous system. All right. Um and healing the body, because as within, so without. So when you allow yourself to when you open your heart to compassion for yourself and enfold yourself with love, of course you extend it outward. All right. All right. Yes. And at this time, we're seeing through enlightened eyes. All right. It's opening us up to abundance so we can handle that promise. All right. But Spirit told me to use these cards originally. So I'm going to see. Is there anything in the deck, Spirit, that you want to share? All right. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, wait a minute. All right. We got strength. And what's these three emotions are guiding you through life's challenges have? All right. All right. I see. So, okay, we got strength. It says, you're stronger than you realize. Though the times may be tough, remember that you have the courage and resilience to get through it. Your inner strength will help you overcome all obstacles. And your inner strength is coming from, it says emotions. It says your emotions are guiding you through life's challenges. Have you been suppressing your feelings? Let them flow naturally, whether joy or sadness. Your emotions are your strength. Now, it says confusion. You may feel overwhelming, but remember that every maze has an exit. You might be struggling with different problems, but shifting your perspective could reveal the solution. All right, this is what I see. Remember when I was saying that after everything, let me check my time. Okay, after everything we've been through, all right, our bodies, our nervous system is all jacked up. All right. So our nervous system is just like on that fight or flight, right? So we have to get it to calm down. So it be triggering our emotions and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Keep us in a state of confusion. So having this knowledge, all right, this new changing our perspective of what's actually happening, because we can think something is, our body could think something is worse, or our nervous system could think something is worse than it really is. So again, we're learning from this new perspective, um, receiving this, the crown jewels, the top tier of information, this enlightenment is going to transform us, so we can relax. Knowing this about ourselves, knowing that relaxing your nervous system, all right, will get the head and the body to coordinate a little better. All right. So the nervous system won't be triggering the body, all right, and keep it in a state of, because your emotions is connected to your body. So knowing this information is going to help the body to stop being so damn confused all the time and relax, so we can receive the new information. All right. It says reflection. Reflections bring deep insights. Have you been avoiding self-reflection? Take time to sit with yourself and thoughts and feelings. So basically, when I was saying the Spirit is going to have us do a nervous system reset, that's this reflection. We're going to have to sit and do a nervous system reset. All right. That's going to help put us back on track. All right. And look, at the bottom of the deck, that's enlightenment. He is risen. He is risen. All right, come on now. Christ consciousness. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Spirit Team. I appreciate y'all. All right, so let me get y'all a angel number, even though we already had 911 and 922. All right, I just opened the deck on 666 reflect. All right. I'm getting this real quick. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope this message helps someone. Look, this one already jumped out. All right. This is the same one from yesterday that jumped out. 0606. Commitment. All right. Your commitment to this journey. All right. It says 1919 and cycles. All right. Karma, warning, judgment. And I told y'all earlier that the Gabriel came out, and when I was doing the first part of this reading, I heard horns blowing. So this is judgment. Spirit is calling judgment. Now, Spirit say, don't waste my time. And Spirit, I'm talking about your ancestors, your guardian angels, your celestial family, the elementals, everything, everybody, every sentient being that's in that's out here is trying to help us get, receive this truth. All right. So, but if you ain't ready for it, it's a waste of time. All right. A waste of your time. All right. All right. Well, that's all I have for you today. I was super excited. I appreciate y'all. Thanks